Hi everybody, and welcome to another tale from Charlotte's Wood. And this time the tale involves a bear with very starey eyes, a family of ladybirds, a family of birds, an angry badger. This one doesn't look very angry, but the badger in the story is angry, and a frog with big googly eyes. Do you know what the story is? Well, it's this one of my favourites. It's called The Bear Who Stared. There once was a bear who liked to stare, and stare, and stare. Can you see his big starey eyes? Can you stare? Not really hard. Every day, Bear emerged from his cave and stared at the first thing that he saw. One morning, he stared at a family of ladybirds who were having their breakfast on a small leaf. "What are you staring at?" squeaked the daddy ladybird. "We're trying to have our breakfast in peace." And with that, they scuttled off to find somewhere else to eat. Bear strolled further into the forest and climbed a big tree. Bears are really good at climbing. He stared at a bird feeding her chicks in the nest. "Can I help you?" asked the bird. But Bear did not answer. He just stared. The chicks did not like Bear staring at them. He was putting them off their dinner. "Go on, shoo!" squawked the bird. "Get down on the ground where you belong." Bear climbed back down to the forest floor, where he spied a badger's set. He poked his head into the entrance, and I'm sure you can guess what happened next. What do you think happened? "Oi! Stop gawking," barked the badger, and he bit poor Bear on the nose. He was a particularly angry badger. Bear pulled his head from the badger's set with a pop and skulked off, rubbing his sore nose. Before long, Bear found a log to sit on by a large green pond. He sat and pondered by the pond, which means that he thought really hard. Bear didn't mean to annoy all the other animals. He was just naturally curious, but too shy to say anything. "I've seen that look before," said a small croaky voice coming from the pond. Bear looked down and saw a plump little frog. Bear stared at the frog. And do you know what that frog did? He stared right back at Bear with his big googly eyes. "Not much fun being stared at, is it?" continued the frog. "I suppose not," muttered Bear. "It's just that I don't know what to say to anyone. And before I've had a chance to think, it's too late." Bear stared into the water, and he saw another bear staring back at him with the same wide, curious eyes. He looked just like Bear in every way, but this bear wobbled and was a strange green colour. Do you know what that bear was? Then something extraordinary happened. The green bear blinked and his mouth turned into a smile, which turned into a happy grin. Can you do a happy grin? And what happened next? "You see," said the frog, "sometimes a smile is all you need. I may have googly, starey eyes, but I also have the widest smile in the whole forest." Then the frog showed Bear his biggest, widest, happiest smile before diving off into the water. Let's see your biggest, widest, happiest smile. As the frog disappeared, so too did the wobbly green bear. The next day, Bear trudged out of his cave. He saw the ladybird family enjoying their breakfast on a small leaf. What do you think he did? Do you think he stared? Or do you think he smiled? The daddy ladybird was just about to gather up their things and leave when Bear said, "Hello," with a big smile on his face. "Oh, hello," replied the daddy ladybird. And he smiled back. Because that's what happens. If you smile at somebody, they smile back. Bear strolled off happily into the forest. And he made lots of new friends that day and didn't feel the need to stare. Because instead of staring, what's he doing? He's smiling. Even the angry badger's smiling back. Although he did have one new friend who didn't mind Bear staring at him. And he was just as good at staring back. Have you worked out who his new friend was? That's right, it was his reflection. And if you stare into a mirror, you'll see your reflection too staring back. I hope you enjoyed that story. Goodbye from me and all of the animals. Until next time. Bye.